Then?
And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Right, and the swine, bro, you know what swine is? Swine is pig.
Right.
Swine, all swine is, bro, is another word for pig. Young man, you knew that eating pork was a sin, right? Okay, then
barely
cool.
learned about it.
You're barely learning about it? I like that, bro. That's where it starts right there.
Right.
So now you know what swine is, bro. So when you read it in the Bible, when it talks about swine, that's talking about the pig, bro.
Right.
Now, let's find out, just in case for our buds that don't know Spanish, let's read it in English. Let's find out what the Bible says about eating pork, bro.
Yeah.
Read that.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed.
Right. So here's the thing about the swine, about the pig. He be cloven footed, right? Talking about its hooves. Its hooves, they look like that. That's one of the characteristics on how we know that an animal is clean, is if it has its hooves split. You ever seen pig's feet? Huh? You seen pig's feet? Are they parted like this, or are they closed like that, like a horse? They're closed, or are they open? They're open, bro. Exactly. The pigs. That's talking about the pig's hoof. It's open, bro. That's one of the characteristics on how we know if we're able to eat that animal or not. But guess what? There's another characteristic that animal needs to have, and we're about to get into that. Read.
Yeah, he cheweth not the cud.
Right. Yeah, he cheweth not the cud. Now, when it's talking about chewing the cud, that's talking about the filtration system that an animal has in its stomach. It's right. They call them different stomachs, but all they really are, bro, are different chambers that whenever it eats grass, it swallows it up, it regurgitates it, and then it eats it back up again. You know why? That way, to make sure whatever goes into that cow's body, it makes sure that it's clean for us. That's why God told us, you can eat the cow, but the pigs stay the hell away from it. It doesn't have that filtration system, bro. And we gotta think about it. Whatever that pig eats, bro, cualquier cosa que ese cerdo come, nosotros lo estamos comiendo también. I read a report, bro, just last week. It was these two brothers, right? These two people. They killed a sister, and guess what they did? They were farmers. Guess what they did to her body? They fed her to the pigs, bro. Pig will eat anything. A pig will eat another pig. It don't give a damn, bro. And again, it doesn't have that filtration system. That's why God tells us to stay away from it. Finish that off real quick.
And be cloven footed, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
That he is unclean to you. Now, let's get back to your original question. What's your name, bro? Oh, we got Jose. You like eating seafood, bro? What kind of seafood do you like eating, man?
Shrimp.
You like eating shrimp? You love eating shrimp? All right, then we're gonna get into that. What about you, bro? What kind of fish you like eating? You like catfish? What do you, tuna? Salmon?
I like to
You say you like tuna and catfish? All right, then cool. So brother right here said he likes eating catfish, and you say you like eating shrimp, right? Now, let's find out what the Bible says if we're able to eat those things. Because again, we got the laws when it came to the beasts, right? Animals that live on land. Now, let's get what the Bible says about animals that live in the sea, bro. The sea creatures. Let's find out. Vamos a leer, a ver si el tal llamado mexicano puede comer camarón o no. Vamos a ver lo que dice Dios.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
Right, so right here, this out of these things right here, we're going to be able to eat throughout all the waters, right? Read.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters.
See that? Whatsoever hath fins and scales. Remember, what two characteristics did the animals, the beasts, what do they need to have? Who remembers? What you got, bro? The hooves, right? They got to be cloven footed, right? We got one. What do you say, man? What other characteristic does a beast need to have, bro?
Bring it out.
We already got the cloven footed. What else?
Fins.
No, the beasts of the land, bro, like a cow, right? Goat, things like that. What do they need to have that'll tell us if the animal is clean or not? The hooves. All right, we already touched that. What else? One more. I'm good. If you don't remember, that's all right. We're here to teach our people. You don't remember? I got you. Let's go back to it. Just real quick, let's touch on it. Give me the two characteristics where it talks about be cloven-footed and chew with the cud.
Okay. And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Though he divide the hoof. We got that one. Read.
And be cloven-footed.
And be cloven-footed. Those are the two things, right? Excuse me. And be cloven-footed. Keep reading.
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
See that? An animal has to chew the cud. Remember when I told you about when a cow eats grass, it'll swallow it, regurgitate it, to make sure that whatever goes in its body, it's clean for us. Those are the two things that an animal needs to have. Be cloven-footed, and it has to chew the cud, bro. All right. So now let's get to the fishes, bro. What seafood are we allowed to eat? What seafood does God tell us that we can eat or not? All right. Let's go ahead and read that.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
Right. Of all that are in the waters. Read.
Whatsoever had.
Hey, brother, right there. Hey, hermano. Jefe, you love Jesus? You eat pork?
Yes, I
You eat pork? Hey, come this way, sir. Come this way. Keep reading. Sigue leyendo. Listen up.
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever hath fins
Whatever hath
and scales.
Whatever hath fins and scales. You know what fins look like? Yeah, what are the fins, bro? The fins on a fish.
Oh, there's a little.
Right, the little hands, right? The little wings on the side. Those are the fins. So that's one thing. That's one thing that the fish need to have. It needs to have the fins. Let me ask you. There's a shrimp. You love eating shrimp, right? Does a shrimp have fins?
No.
It doesn't, bro. It doesn't. So that tells us one thing. That's one characteristic right there, telling us, indicating to us that we cannot eat shrimp, bro. No podemos comer el camarón. Es un pecado, man. And our people love to eat camarón. Our people love to eat marisco, ¿sí o no? Les encantan el catfish, ¿verdad? El cangrejo. We see those animals, those animals of the sea, bro, as a delicacy. But God says we can't eat that, bro. We gotta stay away from that. Keep reading.
Whatsoever had fins and scales in the water, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Them shall you eat. So now we already went over that shrimp. You can't eat that, right? Why can't we eat shrimp?
It has no fins.
Because they ain't got no fins, right? And you said you like eating, what was it again, bro? You said you like eating catfish, right? You like eating catfish? Did you know that the catfish doesn't have any scales on it? You didn't know that? That's why they call it a catfish, bro. It looks like a fish, but it really isn't. Like it's something that it looks like something that but it really isn't, bro. That's why they call it catfish, man. We gotta stay away. So we gotta stay the hell away from catfish. Because I'm telling you right now, that catfish ain't got no scales, bro. So let me
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers,
real quick.
of all that move in the water, and of any living thing which is in the water, they shall be abomination unto you.
See that? It said the shrimp, and it's also talking about the catfish, bro. They're abomination unto us. You know what abomination is? Now, what about you, bro? You know what an abomination is? Abomination. You know what that word means?
No.
No? When something's abominable, when God sees something abominable, that means that God sees it as disgusting. So it's telling us, God's gonna look at us, bro, as disgusting if we continue to eat those things, bro. If we continue to eat those things. So now, are we allowed to eat shrimp? Are we allowed to eat catfish, bro? Because that's considered a sin. Do you know what sin is?
It's like when you do like bad things.
When you do bad things? Alright, then what do you say, bro?
It's when you take the wrong path.
Choosing the wrong path? Alright then. I'm gonna tell you guys straight, you guys aren't wrong. But now, let's get it out of the Bible. A concrete definition, bro, of what sin is. Because I want to learn, bro, and I bet a lot of our people right here do not know either, bro. So we gotta teach them as well, man. Read that, sir.
The first book of John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
Ahora en español.
Todo aquel que comete pecado, infringe también la ley.
Sigue leyendo.
Pues el pecado es infracción de la ley.
¿Qué significa infracción? What about you, bro? You know what? Read it in English, that last part real quick.
For sin is a transgression of the law.
See that? You know what transgress means? To transgress, all that means, bro, is to break. So whenever we're in the midst of sin, all that means, bro, is that we're breaking God's laws. That's what sin is. That's all that sin means. Now, we know what transgress means, which means what, bro? To break. What does transgress mean, bro? What does transgress mean? It means to break. That's all transgress means. So now we know what transgress means, bro. Read it again. Yes, sir. In English.
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
All right. And what does transgress mean? It means to break, bro. Transgress means to break. Read.
For sin is a transgression of the law.
See that? For sin is the transgression of God's laws. Whenever we're breaking God's commandments, that's where we're in the midst of sin, bro.
Yes.
So whenever you want to eat shrimp, bro, pork, crab, lobster, what are we in the midst of? What are we in the middle of when we choose to eat shrimp? Now that we know that we can't do that.
Not eat it?
Yeah. Now that we know that we can't eat shrimp, what is that called? What do you think, bro? What is that called? Whenever we're doing something that God tells us not to do, what is that called? We just read it right now. It means to transgress, right? Transgress means to break, but we're in the midst of sin. That's what that is. We know when somebody is in sin when they're breaking God's laws, bro.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.